podcast. I am Jebediah Superfly, and I'm joined virtually today by Avalon.
How's it going?
You know what? I'm not feeling the best, which is why we are not in person. But we're gonna get through this episode, and it's gonna be great because we have a lot to talk about. We're gonna be talking about Moon Knight, some Attack on Titan, E3, Sony. Um, yeah, we got a lot going on right now in the gaming and entertainment world.
Good. Well, like always, we'll jump into our movies and TV shows for the beginning of our podcast. Starting with the first episode premiere of Moon Knight was last week. Um,
Yeah,
dude, I don't care if it was the first episode. I'm loving the show.
yeah. Tell you what, I before it came out, the reviews were like okay. They weren't like great.
Mm-hmm.
After watching it, I'm really surprised. I've told some people this is just after the first episode. I've already said this has potential to be my favorite Marvel Disney Plus show.
Oh,
It
it
it's really interesting.
yes, I assure you. Honestly, what's funny is I think Hawkeye is my favorite uh Marvel Disney Plus TV show. Um but I think Moon Knight is going to kill it. I love I
Mhm.
love the just a new branch of a character. Really I know Disney owns Deadpool now, but this is a it's kind of like another version of Deadpool, but it's not really a multi-personality character all working together as one, but all trusting each other. Finally, like it's gonna be like that, I think, because in the episode, Steve had to like actually trust Mark personality to take down a Egyptian dog, which I think it was just a werewolf. Because if you funny thing, there is a little scanning QR code in the show, and if you scan it, it takes you to the issue of when Moon Knight faced off with a werewolf.
Oh, cool.
They're super cool. Those little things always get me. Um,
Yeah, that's really cool.
but I like
I really
how.
liked the way.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Okay.
No.
I really liked how they played with the different personalities, and like it's cool that this is, it's very obvious Steve doesn't know about Mark at all. Like this is, he's got no clue what's going on. So you're discovering you're discovering the character through his eyes because he actually blacks out and like you don't see what's going on, which I think moving forward we won't be seeing that because now he's aware of the Mark persona. um, but I thought that was a really clever way to introduce the character. I thought it was really cool. They could have easily just been like starting with Mark, the uh, vigilant, well, mercenary and everything, but starting with like Steven, the guy is, he's having a hard enough time just living his day. Starting with him was a really good intro for the show.
Yeah, I like from the get go. It was more of getting. It was the first episode was like just knowing what Steve was dealing with. Really, like no sleep, working a crummy job, um, in a Egyptian uh museum. Uh, and didn't realizing he was actually. Funny part is just he had a date and he blew it
Mm.
with, not gonna lie, she was a pretty woman, and he blew the
Mm-hmm.
date. Like, you got to blame Mark on that. Like, Mark, come on, why'd you let
Yeah,
Steve
it's
not
all Mark.
go to that date? He thought it was for what, Thursday or something, and it was Sunday the night when he woke up.
Yeah, it was like 3 days later than he thought it was.
No, show is, I think it's phenomenal. I don't think I forget the actor's name, but they're saying he's the villain in for the show. Part of me thinks he's
Ethan
not. Yeah,
Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke. I don't think he really is a villain.
Hmm.
I think he's the main character, like the guy who supposedly gives Stephen, Mark, and whatever character you want to say the powers of Moon Knight. I
Hmm.
forget the guy's name, the character's name.
No, it's some Egyptian name. I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
They
I
haven't even said it on the show. I don't think yet.
no. Moon Knight looks amazing. His costume looks fantastic. I don't know. I like.
You only see like a second of it.
I know. I'm glad it wasn't like more than halfway of the show. It was like a nice ending scene. You know.
Yeah, really got you anxious for next episodes.
Yeah.
I guess it's only a 6 episode series though, which I'm a little sad about, but
Really, dang, that's
should be fine.
short.
Hmm. I think it ends before Doctor Strange airs.
Oh,
I'm not
would
entirely sure about that.
oh, it makes sense because they were saying after every show would be something's gonna be right behind it or right ahead of it.
Yeah.
Um,
Now,
I-
I wouldn't expect to see Moon Knight in that, but
no,
in fact, I kind of don't expect this show to feel super connected to the MCU. Like, obviously, it's the same universe, but I don't think you're going to be seeing a bunch of cameos and stuff like that.
true. I think you won't. There might be a couple cameos, maybe, but nothing like relevant to the current stage of MCU.
Yeah.
Speaking of this, do you think this is what timeline do you think Moon is? I've been reading like some people think it's like current MCU. Some people say it's actually during the same timeline as like Hawkeye. Um, what do you
I
think?
just assumed it was the most recent thing, basically, but I guess I really don't know. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, let's. I've been reading like people's response and their own thoughts. Um, Me personally, I think it's probably like the current timeline of MCU. I think.
Hmm.
I think.
Yeah, that's what I would think, but I guess I don't.
I think it's during like the
I would
same
think if they
time
were
setting
gonna,
as Spider Man.
yeah, I think if they were gonna set it like back in the timeline, they would have alluded to it somehow. You know, where there'd be like a newspaper article saying, "Oh, this just happened," to
Which
make you be
you
like,
can't
"Oh,
really
that's where we're
tell
at."
because we're in Europe in this show,
Yeah,
so you can't
I mean,
really.
they're still gonna be talking about the same stuff, though.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't tell like, oh, the Avengers, and I mean, the only thing that would lead to it is like some people talked about the blimp, the blip. Sorry, not the blimp, the blip.
Oh, I was like, I don't remember a blimp.
No, I think people would be probably talking about that kind of stuff, but also there's no.
Yeah,
I don't know. Well, it's part of the MCU. It doesn't matter now.
yeah, it doesn't matter. We'll know better in the future. So, excuse me. Last week, I ranted a little bit about Attack on Titan
And your wish came
and
true.
their. Oh yeah, no, my nightmare came true. They're I ranted about their foolishness with how they're doing their seasons and all, and because they had been confirmed. Had it been confirmed at that point? No, it was. I was
No,
speculating, and then it
because
confirmed later.
you said something about like a anime Japanese con was happening or something that following
Yeah, there was
weekend.
some convention or something. So we finally find out that the final season, part two, is not the final of Attack on Titan. There's a part three of the anime, and it's coming in 2023. We don't even have a um, estimated time in 2023. It's just 2023. So between 10 and 21 months away, we're gonna get the end of Attack on Titan.
At this point, I probably would have given up on this show.
Yeah, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I read the ending of the manga. I
Good,
was just like, I want to know the end of the story. So,
good on you. And
um, yeah,
is it good?
yeah. So there's a lot of talk about people really hate it for some reason. I thought it was really good. It actually got me more excited for the last part because I want to see like it animated.
Okay, cool.
I know one of the complaints people said it's a little rushed, and it is a little bit, but I think it'll be great in the anime. I really enjoyed it.
What's funny is when I sent that to you, I went and read the comments. I think actually at first I saw it on Twitter or something. I saw comments. Oh no! It was like TikTok. I don't know why it was. I saw it on TikToks, and
Random.
yeah, really random. Um, just reading the comments, and people are like, season 3 or whatever, season 4.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, no joke. 3 parts for a season. This is a joke.
Yeah, it's gonna be a single season over 3 years now. At this point, it's not a single season.
No,
Like,
that's
it's just
3
not.
seasons.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
very distinctly 3 seasons. So
if don't get me wrong, I love
I-
Attack on Titan, but I feel for like the bigger fans than me that were like waiting for this forever, and then you
Mhm.
hear part 3. Those people are over there beating their head off a wall.
Yeah,
They're
Yeah.
already starting
I mean, here's the thing, man. All they've said is that we're getting part 3 in 2023. They haven't even confirmed that's going to end it.
that is true. It could be like 2 episodes. Okay, we're starting part 4, and that's going to be in 2025.
I can still see them doing a movie at the end of part afterward too.
To be honest, I hope they.
Who knows?
I mean, I want them to just finish the season. I would like to see like maybe just a movie, just a single movie. I don't know if that would be. You might need 2 movies actually.
They could do it in a movie. They could actually end the series in one movie. At this
Well,
point,
I mean like for the
if they
whole
just go
show,
by what's-
like the whole story of Attack on Titan.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah,
Because
movies.
like Dragon Ball Z, their Dragon Ball Z Super, they have the show goes on, and then they made the show into like parts of the movie.
Yeah,
because they have
Demon Slayer does that too.
3 movies. I don't even know how many episodes are in or how many seasons are in that Dragon Ball Z Super. But because I was like, this looks familiar when I first started it, and it literally the first season was literally the first movie. I was like, okay, this is pointless. I'm just gonna wait for the movies to come out.
Yeah, that's fairly popular. At least with like the first season, like Boruto did that. The first large portion of that was the same as the movie, basically. And then Demon Slayer just did it with the Mugen Train movie. They made that episodes for the series too. But I guess in that one, the movie came out first. But yeah,
Thinking about it,
2023.
Thinking about it, I don't think Death Note would never work as a movie. I don't think. I mean, it could.
There's a lot that goes on. It could, but it wouldn't be as good as the series.
Yeah. But that is movies and TV shows. Next up, we're going to be getting into some video games and related talk to that. But sad news.
We're going to talk about a video game.
Yeah, no, not a single video game at all. What I'm seeing. But let's start off with the sad news, which I didn't want to know or hear about. E3 this year is canceled in person and digitally. Which we kind of talked about this a few weeks ago in our latest podcast, maybe. I don't know. But we talked about other places doing more like Game Fest, stuff like that, taking over instead of the E3 stuff.
Yeah. It's definitely sad. I think E3 is just basically dead at this point. I don't think we're going to see it again.
Yeah. I think E3 is done, like you said. I was really hoping it would come back, so it gives me a chance to experience it in person for a change. But that's probably dead in the water. But luckily, comic book conventions and stuff like that still a thing in person, so I'm not too mad.
Hmm.
Except for like San Diego Comic Con, I don't think that's happened in the past 3 years now. Um, but what sucks is it's not even digitally.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna miss, E3 had a lot of hype to it. That just week of great, press conference after press conference after press conference. All the big names were always there. Like Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, then like EA, Bethesda. Like, dude, there's just so many announcements and stuff. It's definitely something I'm gonna miss. I have a lot of nostalgia for E3.
Yeah, I was always excited to like no E3's this weekend. That's all I'm going to do is watch E3, listen to the news, what's coming out, get excited for the new trailers for like Gears of War or Halo because you just knew every other year you know what's going to actually be shown because how everything was laid out. But now it's like you don't have a clue for anything. Which is good because now we have these separate conferences. You got like Sony State of Play that they do. You got the Xbox slash Bethesda showcase, and then Game Fest shows their secret stuff, like maybe a new From Software game or PC games. Anything really could happen in those.
Yeah, I just, I miss that. I'm gonna miss that one concentrated week. 'Cause now that just everything gets spread out so much, and the cool announcements are cool, but that one just solid week of gaming news it was something special.
Yeah, it is very sad, but there's always change. What is it? What the saying? There's just always change. I don't know. I'm not even gonna say it.
Change is inevitable.
Maybe that could have been it, but I thought there was something with the wind in that saying. But
Oh, I sure,
sure, yeah. See, I don't even
sure.
care. But in big news is, Sony has finally threw out their version of the Game Pass. Uh,
Yeah, only it's not really.
no, not even close. I mean, if you're a Sony diehard PlayStation fan, kudos to you. But we have a friend that is he's a PlayStation person player only, and he wasn't really a big fan of this either. But the
Yeah, no, it was pretty underwhelming news. I mean, I think what really happened is people knew Sony was getting ready to make an announcement about stuff, and they hyped it up to be like rumors hyped it up to be bigger than it was. What this really is just combining PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now. It's not about making a competitor to Game Pass. It's not about even attempting to do that. They're just, hey, we have these two separate services. Why don't we combine it into one thing? And that's what they did. Now their prices, I think, are a bit crazy,
Yeah,
but
I feel like at that
we
part
can get into that.
they kind of took a cop out, like a cheating way. Like, oh, why didn't we think of this sooner? We'll just put these two together, and this is what you get.
Yeah, it's evident Sony's, never gonna do, at least until they're forced to do day and date releases on any other services. So, but let's break this down. So they have three tiers of this. I think is a lot, but I think they could have got away with two, but that's fine. So there's the essential, and your essential tier is essentially what you're getting right now when you pay for PlayStation Plus. In fact, I think that's exactly what it is. You're still getting your two monthly downloadable games. There's still discounts, cloud saves, which I didn't realize cloud storage was a part of PlayStation Plus. Is that a part of Game Pass or Gold? or is that just?
I,
I
I'm
think like cloud plays are just free on Xbox.
I
I
think
don't
it's
know.
just free because whenever I boot up the Xbox, when my brother-in-law comes over to play like Skyrim or something or any game, it like
Hmm.
it shows uploading cloud save or whatever for whatever game it is.
Yeah,
So it's like
yeah, that's what I thought. But
I think it's just included with just owning
yeah,
Xbox stuff.
yeah, that was kind of random. But yeah, you get your multiplayer access, and this tier is $9.99 monthly or $24.99 quarterly, or you can pay the whole year up front for $60, which I think is the same price PlayStation Plus has been. So that yeah, that's your PlayStation Plus. If you have PlayStation Plus right now and you're happy with that, that's what you're going to go for. I think that's what most people are going to go for, but I could be wrong about that. The next tier up is called Extra, uh, and gives you everything you get from Essential, but then it adds a catalog of up to 400 of this is their wording, 400 of the most enjoyable PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 games, including blockbuster hits from our PlayStation Studios catalog and third-party partners. Games in the extra tier are downloadable for play. So now I didn't actually think everything was just streaming, but these games will be downloadable. And they have, as an example, said Miles Morales is going to be one of those games. So that's a pretty good game. It's a $30 game. It's not a full price. Wait, $40 game.
No,
It's not a full price
well, it's
game,
on sale
but
for 30 right now.
gotcha. But that was their kind of example of the type of game you'll get. They haven't released this list yet. Um, I'm gonna sneeze.
Bless
Sorry about
you,
that.
bless you.
Thank you. They haven't released this list yet. Some people are cautious because they haven't. Think who knows what that list is really going to look like. But yeah, you get up to 400 games, then that bumps you up to $14.99 monthly, or 40 quarterly, or 100 yearly. Now that $14.99 monthly, that's the same price as Game Pass Ultimate.
Hmm.
Beyond that, they have the premium, which I think premium and extra should be the same thing, but that's just me. Provides all the benefits from essential and extra and adds up to 340 additional games. But these are PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2, PSP games, original PlayStation games, um, and these are cloud streaming games. I think this is a really random tier. Oh, also, there's going to be time limited game trials offered in this tier, which I think should be free anyway. But this bumps it up to 18 monthly or 50 quarterly or 120 yearly. I don't get the premium. Um, you gotta really love playing old PlayStation games to want this tier, I think.
That's
I don't really know who that's for.
okay. To be honest, it depends what kind of person you are. I say like for me, it sounds good because there's PlayStation 2 games, PSP games. I just don't want to go buy because some of them are crazy expensive because they're like those PlayStation exclusive games that it's hard to find. Um, and never played them when they first released. But also, I don't feel right for me to play those kind of games on like a cloud streaming service. It just feels
Mm-hmm.
ugh. I tried their cloud service game, played Resident Evil. No, it was Red Dead Redemption. I played the first one right before Red Dead Redemption 2 came out because I just wanted I was on a fix of wanting to play a Western game. So I played it on their streaming service. That thing is garbage. The
Yeah,
worst
I've heard mixed
connection
things
ever.
about that.
Um, the only thing I think that what's going to benefit me is playing certain games on the PC, like how the Game Pass or the Xbox app works on PC. If it somehow works like that and has a good connection, it's gonna be worth it.
Oh yeah, because PlayStation Now has been unavailable on PC, hasn't it?
I mean, I mean, the app. I haven't tried it. I think it's the cloud, like the streaming cloud streaming service thing. I haven't tested it at all.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. All this sounds good on paper, but when the day comes and you try it out, is it worth it? Because I thought, I mean, I didn't think the Game Pass was going to be worth it, but after you actually utilizing it and seeing what comes out day one and games leaving, forcing you to play those games before they leave, and then you playing the games that come out, or you're waiting for Halo to come out or Gears of War, all these day one games, completely worth it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be good if PlayStation would have the day one stuff. I think if they had that, I think they would win. Not win, but more people would buy it, be sold to it.
Yeah, it'd be a good service.
Like
I mean,
the Spider-Man games, really, if they were on Game Pass or their PlayStation Pass, I guess, yes, I would probably get it, but not for what would be $15 or $10, depending on whatever one they put it on,
yeah.
to allow you to do that.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Like, I mean, I have a PlayStation 5. I don't pay for PlayStation Plus right now because I only use it for single player games. I don't care about playing multiplayer games on PlayStation because I don't have exclusive multiplayer games.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not an issue for me. I could just pay for Game Pass Ultimate to play multiplayer games and everything. Um, I think the extra tier could be worth it, but it really depends on that list of games. Like it says PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 games. Does that mean when this comes out, I'm going to be able to play games like Returnal? Am I going to be able to play maybe like Persona 5, stuff like that? If you get enough of those, like good, like a mix between like some PlayStation 4 and some PlayStation 5 stuff, like a Ratchet and Clank going to be on here, I don't think these games are going to be on there.
No,
But
I think
if those were, it'd be worth it.
yeah, if those were on it, it would definitely be worth it, but I doubt it's really doubtful because just there's not really many hardcore PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 like exclusive games. Like Microsoft just has tons.
At least like right now for PlayStation 5, you mean, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
to be honest, there's no. I mean, the only Xbox Series X exclusive, I guess you would say, is wouldn't it be just Halo or Forza? Although those two games.
I think those are both available on Xbox One.
Well, I meant like the PlayStation 5 games, like Ratchet and Clank, and let's just say this Miles Morales and Returnal, uh, stuff like that.
Or you
It's
mean like the Xbox has out right now?
no, like, so the getting the
Sorry, I'm
whatever.
misunderstanding you.
Okay, so for whatever tier you're getting, you know how Game Pass has their exclusive games, there will always be there
Mm-hmm.
until, like, let's say newer versions come out. Like, so Gears 4, is Gears 4 still in Game Pass?
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually,
First parties never leave.
is that true?
Yeah.
Is Gears 2 and 3 on there?
Yeah, 100% they are.
Huh, I didn't see them for some reason. But let's just say first party stuff, that's what PlayStation needs to do. That's what I'm basically getting at. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, obviously, if you put stuff like Horizon and God of War on there, I'd say it's a great deal. But until we see that list, I guess I really can't judge it. But I do want to see it.
To be honest, I mean, if they were, whenever they launch this, I think they should just release one of their biggest hot games.
And see, I think in their mind, it's Miles Morales.
I don't think they should do that. I think they should just get off their high horse and put Forbidden West on there.
Yeah. Wait, I did just look up, and every Gears of War game is on Game Pass, including Gears Tactics.
Oh, I knew Gears Tactics is on there. For some reason, I didn't see Gears 2.
Even Judgment on there.
Ugh.
I never even played that one.
Don't play it. I'm saving your soul on that one.
Yeah, all the so all first party games are just, they don't leave.
Yeah, something like that PlayStation should just do in the future to make this be successful. Like even the older games. Personally, I would love to play all the Sly Cooper games. I would love to play those, because you can. Those are hard to come by.
I would say you could stream them on PlayStation Now.
Yeah, cool. Thanks. Let me actually own it on your service.
Yeah, nice, but
yeah, I'm kind of interested to see how the streaming service side works, especially for PSP. PSP games, I'm really interested how that's gonna work, because it's a handheld console, and you're streaming it on like your platform or PC, whatever version. That's gonna be weird.
Yeah, that's gonna be real interesting to see. Yeah, I definitely think the vast majority of people are going to just do the essential and be happy. You know,
I'm not gonna waste my $10 a month on that.
Because you don't play online games on PlayStation. For people who do, it makes sense, but you know,
yeah, yeah, that I do get. I usually use the PlayStation console for first party games.
Yep, first party single player games, and you know what? I'm happy with that. So let's go ahead and move on. Unless you had anything else to say about that, you looked like you were getting ready to say something.
No, I don't. I just hope it works out for you PlayStation players.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. So you have been giving Fortnite a try. Is that correct?
Yeah, actually pretty much all past week, really.
Let's hear about it.
It is really fun. I don't have I mean, it's fun. I don't want to get you think about it. It's like a 180 that the game did. You take building out, you're not getting 10-year-old sweaty kids building towers and mansions on top of your face, and you're actually just playing who has the better gunfight. It's fun. I mean, to be honest, I think so far, I mean, it's not impressive. I think we could have gotten more wins through the week, but I think I got like 3 or 4 wins through the week.
Awesome.
It's harder. It's definitely harder when you are doing squads or like trios. I think it's really fun to do duos. I haven't did solos yet. I did solo versus duos just because I was waiting for someone to get back into the game after eating. No Spider-Man skin yet because it's not for sale. Once it's out there to buy, I am buying it. You can get the Doctor Strange skin, but you had to go through the game pass, their battle pass.
Oh yeah,
But
that
other
makes
than
sense.
that, it's really fun. I really recommend it for any BR player or people who used to play BRs. Um, but this is completely different. It's more fun than Warzone. Warzone was fun until cheaters consistently. Uh, this reminds me literally like season 1 Fortnite when no one knew how to really build well, and you still had to like use gunfire. So
Yeah.
it's I recommend people try it out at least.
Cool. Hey, it's free. Why not?
It's true. It is free.
Well, yeah, free is always a magic number. I would say I have not been doing much this week. I've just been busy with work and school stuff and other things, but hey, I'm glad to hear um about Fortnite.
Yeah, and
Might
if you
give
didn't
that a try
realize
soon.
it is permanent. Like they're not getting rid of it.
Yeah. Hmm.
It's going to be a permanent
Yeah, it's
mode.
they're gonna have both game modes.
They'll just have
Hmm.
both game modes. Uh so it's not a big deal.
Yeah. Well, I think that is going to be it for us today. Remember, you can always reach us at the email address nerdnestpodcast@gmail.com. You can also find us on Twitter at Nerdnest Podcast. You can find me on Twitter and on Twitch at Superfly, although I don't tweet much and I don't stream much, but I'm there. Avalon, where can we find you?
Oh, you can find me on Twitter. It's underscore Havilon underscore. You can always follow this channel. This is where I stream. We do the podcast. Um, this week I would be resuming my stream. I can't wait. I'm excited. Starting Guardians of the Galaxy tomorrow. So be here for some great music and probably just some Groot talk the whole time.
It'd be some good times.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Mhm.
And also it's free on Game Pass.
Free.
See, I needed just like you need me to just say free the whole time. But yeah,
That's the
that is
magic word.
it's always the magic word. But like always, that is all for this episode. We will catch you next week and hope you all have a good night.